Hello students, today we will talk about evaporation. Evaporation is the process by which water changes from a liquid to a gas or vapor. We know that water boils at 100 degrees Celsius, but it actually begins to evaporate at 32 degree Fahrenheit or 0 degrees Celsius. But at 0 degrees Celsius, it occurs extremely slow. As the temperature increase, the rate of evaporation also increase. Now, if we look into the amount of evaporation depend on the temperature and also depend on the amount of water there is to evaporate. For example, there is not much evaporation occurring in the Sahara Desert. Why? Because although it cannot get extremely hot in the Sahara, it just send there just not much water to evaporate, right? Now we will look into how does evaporation cause cooling, and before that, what is evaporation diagrammatically we try to understand. Suppose this is a utensils in which water is kept, okay, and from the surrounding the heat is coming. So this heat is transferring into the water. From here also water absorb the heat. This is what the surrounding. Water takes the heat and start changes into vapor. And it just happening below its boiling point. You know boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. That time the liquid surface doesn't have 100 degrees Celsius temperature. So we can say the evaporation takes place below 100 degree Celsius, in which the liquid takes the energy from the surrounding and changes into vapor. Okay. Now, how does evaporation cause cooling? In an open vessels, the liquid keeps on evaporating. The particles of liquid absorb energy from the surrounding, right? So to regain the energy lost during evaporation, what is happening in the diagram I have told you that the liquid is taking energy from the surrounding, right? So what will happen here is energy loss. Energy here we are talking about heat loss, right? So heat means temperature, so temperature keep down. Why this happening? Because the water takes the energy from the surrounding and changing into vapor. Whose temperature is more, vapor or liquid? Of course vapor. So from where this temperature rises? From the surrounding. The liquid takes the heat from the surrounding and changes into vapor. Getting it? So the particles of liquid absorb energy from the surrounding to regain the energy lost during evaporation. So this absorption of energy from the surrounding make the surrounding cold. Now what happened? You see the example. What happened when you pour some acetone nail polish, or we can say sanitizer, on our palm? The particles gain energy when we put anything, acetone or polish remover or sanitizer, into our palm. The particles gain energy from the palm, that means from the body or surrounding, and evaporate. And when it evaporate, we feel cool. Why? Because evaporation cause cooling. So after a hot sunny day, people sprinkle water on the roof or open ground because the large latent heat of vaporization of water help to cool the hot surface. So what is happening? You might have seen in summers people are sprinkling the water on the ground, on the soil. Why? Because what will happen? The soil, the water will gain the energy from the surrounding and changes into the vapor. When it changes into the vapor, that means liquid changes into vapor. Evaporation takes place. When evaporation takes place, evaporation causes cooling. Similarly, can you cite some more example from daily life where we can feel the effect of cooling due to evaporation? Of course, why not? There are a lot of plenty of examples are available in our surroundings. Why should we wear cotton clothes in summer? You might have remembered this question were there in class 8th. So during summer, what we do? We sweat out more, right? And we know that during evaporation, the particles at the surface of the liquid gain energy from the surrounding. So when we sweat out more, it comes out of the body on the cotton clothes, and because cotton makes the evaporation more easy, the particles at the surface, the liquid gain energy from the surrounding or body surface and change into the vapor. So cotton is a good absorber, right? The heat energy equal to the latent heat of vaporization is absorbed from the body, leaving the body cool. Cotton, being a good absorber of water, help in the absorbing the sweat and exposing it to the atmosphere for easy evaporation. That is why we prefer cotton clothes in the summer. Another example you can see, why do we see water droplet on the outer surface of the glass containing ice cold water? As we know that water is present in the form of vapor in our surrounding. When we take out any water bottles from the refrigerator, or ice cold water or ice cold glasses, if we kept out on the table outside, what will happen? The glass surface get cooled, and the water vapor which is present in our surrounding, when they come in the contact of cold surface, they condense. When the vapor condenses, they form liquid droplets. That is why we can easily see the water droplet. Now there are questions. Why does a desert cooler cool better on hot dry day? Here you can see they are asking about desert cooler. Desert cooler on hot dry day. On hot dry day, what will happen? Hot means the more. Temperature is more. If the temperature is more, then rate of evaporation will be more. Number one, if rate of evaporation will be more, then cooling will be more. Getting it? Then hot ड्राई मतलब ह्यूमिडिटी कैसी होगी यहाँ पे? What about the humidity percentage? Humidity percentage will be low. If the humidity is low, then rate of evaporation will be high. If the evaporation will be high, then cooling will be also high, right? So why does a desert cooler cools better on a hot dry day? Because in hot dry day the temperature will be more. If the temperature will be more, then the rate of evaporation will be more, and when the evaporation will be more, the cooling will be more. Similarly, it's a dry day, that means the humidity, the percentage of water vapor present in the surrounding will be less, so the evaporation will be more. As a result, that is why desert cooler cools better on a hot dry day. Moving to the next question, how does the water kept in earthen pot become cool during summer? You know, in earthen pot what will happen? There are pores on the earthen pots. Pores means hole. There are a small hole on the earthen pot, and what will happen? From these pores water comes into the surface, and from surface the water get evaporate. When water get evaporate, what will happen? The earthen pot surface getting cold, and when this getting cold, what will happen? When the evaporation is taking place on the surface, right? And as a result, the surface of the earthen pot will be cold, and this makes the water which is inside be cold, right? Now, why does our palm feel cold when we put some acetone? Already we discussed. Why are we able to sip hot tea or milk faster from a saucer rather than cup? Now see here, if you are taking uh, tea by the saucer, right? So by the saucer you are taking the tea. From here you are sipping out. Now what will happen? T from here, from this point up to this point, has to go by this surface area, right? So surface area is increases, and when surface area increases, rate of evaporation increases. When rate of evaporation increases, what will happen? The cooling will be increases. That is why what happened, if we take the hot tea by saucer, we will take it faster than the if we do not use the saucer, right? Moving to the next question, what type of clothes should we wear in summer? Similarly, cotton clothes we have to wear in the summer. I hope you enjoy this video. Any doubt, further you write down your queries, I will answer soon. Thank you.